CBSE. Class 7. Subject: Computer. Topic: Firewall. A firewall is a system designed to prevent unauthorized access to or from a private network. Firewalls can be implemented in both hardware and software, or a combination of both. All messages entering or leaving the intranet pass through the firewall, which examines each message and blocks those that do not meet the specified security criteria. Firewall should inspect. That means traffic both entering and exiting your system should be closely examined, byte by byte. Decide. That means user define a set of actions or characteristics you'll allow. The traffic is compared to your rules. Act. That means if the traffic adheres to your rules, it's allowed. If not, it's rejected. Firewalls can be either hardware or software, but the ideal firewall configuration will consist of both. Hardware firewalls can be purchased as a standalone product but are also typically found in broadband routers, and should be considered an important part of your system and network setup. Most hardware firewalls will have a minimum of 4 network ports to connect other computers, but for larger networks, business networking firewall solutions are available. Based on delivery methods, firewall are of 3 types. 1. Hardware-based firewalls. 2. Software-based firewalls. 3. Cloud-hosted firewalls. Hardware-based firewalls. A hardware-based firewall is an appliance that acts as a secure gateway between devices inside the network perimeter and those outside it. Because they are self-contained appliances, hardware-based firewalls don't consume processing power or other resources of the host devices. Sometimes called network-based firewalls, these appliances are ideal for medium and large organizations looking to protect many devices. Hardware-based firewalls require more knowledge to configure and manage than their host-based counterparts. Software-based firewalls. A software-based firewall, or host firewall, runs on a server or other device. Host firewall software needs to be installed on each device, requiring protection. As such, software-based firewalls consume some of the host device's CPU and RAM resources. Software-based firewalls provide individual devices significant protection against viruses and other malicious content. They can discern different programs running on the host, while filtering inbound and outbound traffic. This provides a fine-grained level of control, making it possible to enable communications to from one program but prevent it to or from another. Cloud or hosted firewalls. Managed security service providers, MSSPs, offer cloud-based firewalls. This hosted service can be configured to track both internal network activity and third-party on-demand environments. Also known as firewall as a service, cloud-based firewalls can be entirely managed by an MSSP, making it a good option for large or highly distributed enterprises with gaps in security resources. Cloud-based firewalls can also be beneficial to smaller organizations with limited staff and expertise. Common firewall techniques. There are several types of firewall techniques that will prevent potentially harmful information from getting through. 1. Packet filter. 2. Application gateway. 3. Circuit level gateway. 4. Proxy server. 1. Packet filter. Looks at each packet entering or leaving the network and accepts or rejects it based on user-defined rules. packet filtering is fairly effective and transparent to users, but it is difficult to configure. In addition, it is susceptible to IP spoofing. That means a packet filtering firewall is a network security feature that controls the flow of incoming and outgoing network data. The firewall examines each packet, which comprises user data and control information, and tests them according to a set of pre-established rules. 2. Application Gateway applies security mechanisms to specific applications, such as FTP and Telnet servers. This is very effective, but can impose a performance degradation. Application-level gateway is also called a bastion host. It operates at the application level. Multiple application gateways can run on the same host, but each gateway is a separate server with its own processes. These firewalls, also known as application proxies, provide the most secure type of data connection because they can examine every layer of the communication, including the application data. Example: consider FTP service. The FTP commands like getting the file, putting the file, listing files, and positioning the process at a particular point in a directory tree. Some system admin blocks put command but permits get command, list only certain files, or prohibit changing out of a particular directory. The proxy server would simulate both sides of this protocol exchange. For example, the proxy might accept get commands and reject put commands. 3. Circuit-level gateway applies security mechanisms when a TCP or UDP connection is established. Once the connection has been made, packets can flow between the hosts without further checking. A circuit-level gateway firewall helps in providing the security between UDP and TCP using the connection. It also acts as a handshaking device between trusted clients or servers to untested hosts and vice versa. 4. Proxy server intercepts all messages entering and leaving the network. The server effectively hides the true network addresses. A proxy firewall is considered the most secure form of firewall because it prevents networks from directly contacting other systems. It has its own Internet Protocol, IP, address, which means an external network connection cannot receive packets directly from the network. In practice, many firewalls use two or more of these techniques in concert. A firewall is considered a first line of defense in protecting private information.